What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2023 Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Cup Series is racing at the Brickyard, also known as the Indianapolis Road Course. The last time we raced here at the Brickyard, we saw Ty Reddick dominate the race, hold off Ross Chastain, and pick up his second current NASCAR Cup Series victory last year in Indy Road Course. He looks to pick up his second victory of 2023 this weekend at the Indianapolis Road Course. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So weather for this weekend is looking pretty promising. It's going to be 85 degrees high with 67 degrees low for now, only a 20% chance of rain. Weather could change through the next couple days, but the weather is absolutely looking promising, absolutely looking beautiful. Also, one thing to note, there's going to be no stage caution this weekend, as this is a road course race. There will be no stage yellows this weekend, which is going to be really, really exciting and create some pretty awesome and great strategy. Also, Turn 1 has been changed. Basically, the restart zone is going to be a little bit farther back than normal. Then there could potentially be single final restarts in this race. Hopefully, that does end up being the case. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, we've had a lot of new subscribers as of recently. Here's how the picks work on the channel. I usually do 2 side picks, but because this is a special weekend, for this weekend, I got 3 suck picks, 3 drivers I expect to struggle this weekend, 3 underdog picks, 3 drivers I expect I'm really, really good at underfront equipment who are usually pretty good road courses who kind of are underrated. Then I do my winners pick, the driver I think is going to win the race overall. And this weekend, instead of 5, I got 7 drivers you need to watch out for this weekend, along with the race winner. So anyways, let's jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard? My first suck pick for this weekend at the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard is the driver of the 4 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick. Now, Kevin Harvick has won 3 races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but they've all been on the oval in 2003, 2019, and 2020. But Kevin Harvick has not been a good road course racer really in a long time. Whether it's Stewart-Haas Racing not having the pace to grip or speed, or some issues come into play, Kevin Harvick generally runs near the back of the pack on road courses, which is a shame because Kevin Harvick used to be really, really good on road courses back in the mid to early 2000s. But I feel like the last couple of years, he has not been that good. So I think, sadly, Kevin Harvick is going to struggle in his final time at Indianapolis. I think he's going to finish in the back of the pack. And sadly, I think Kevin Harvick will not have a good run this weekend at Indianapolis. My second suck pick for this weekend at the Indianapolis Road Course is the driver of the 23 car for 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace. Now, Bubba Wallace had a lot of good speed and had a lot of good finishes on the 1.5 miles to 2 miles and on the oval tracks. But historically, Bubba Wallace has struggled on the road courses. Now, I do think Bubba Wallace is going to perform a little bit better than normal on the road courses, but I think it's still not going to be a good run. He's only had 1 top 5 finish really on a road course throughout his career in a Cup Series, and that was last year at the Indy Road Course, which could benefit him. And I think he'll have one of his better runs on road course this year. But sadly, I think Bubba Wallace is going to finish near the back of the pack and not have a good run this weekend at the Indy Road Course. The third driver that is my suck pick for this weekend is the driver of the 10 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Aric Almirola. Aric Almirola, very similar to Kevin Harvick, historically has not been very, very good at road courses. He's failed to win a road course race in his NASCAR Cup Series career and generally finishes near the back of the pack in road course races. I expect Stewart-Haas Racing all across the board to struggle, even maybe Chase Briscoe as well. I just think Aric Almirola is going to finish near the back of the pack. I think he's going to struggle and not have a good run this weekend at the Indy Road Course. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the underdog picks for this weekend at the Indy Road Course. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the 54 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs right now has a ton of momentum. He just got back in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs after 2 really strong runs at Richmond, Michigan, scoring a lot of stage points there. And Ty Gibbs has historically been really, really good at road courses. I think he's got a shot to win the Xfinity Series race on Saturday as well. But I think he's got a lot of momentum right now where I think he's got a really good chance to put himself in a better position to have a shot of making the playoffs. I think Ty Gibbs will have a pretty solid and a good run this weekend at the Indy Road Course. My second underdog pick for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver 34 car for Firmer Motorsports, Michael McDowell. Now, the last weeks for Michael McDowell have not gone very, very good. But the next 3 weeks for Michael McDowell, this weekend at Indy Road Course, Watkins again in Daytona, set himself up for a really, really good position because Michael McDowell is a really good super speed racer and also a very good road course racer. He's been up front in a lot of these road course races. Firmer has generally been a lot faster as well. And I do believe that Michael McDowell will have a chance to run very, very good and very, very strong this weekend at the Indy Road Course. And my third and final driver who's an underdog pick for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver 67 car for 2311 Racing, Kamui Kobayashi. Kamui Kobayashi making his NASCAR Cup Series debut this weekend at the Indy Road Course, and for what I've heard, he's been very, very fast in the testing. And Kamui Kobayashi, I think, is one of the best race car drivers, not just in the world, but one of the best drivers to ever race in IMSA. That experience in IMSA and that experience driving GT cars, I think is really going to play a role in helping him out. They've also been pretty good on the road courses with Tyler Reddick, 23-11 has been, so I do believe Kamui Kobayashi could be an underdog to potentially get his first career NASCAR Cup Series victory this weekend at the Indy Road Course. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the winner's pick for the Indy Road Course. Who is my winner's pick? Normally, I would go with guys like Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, you name it. Guys that are really, really good at road courses. But I'm not going with any of those guys this weekend. The driver who I'm picking to win the Indy Road Course this weekend is the driver who won in his NASCAR Cup Series debut at Chicago Street Course. I'm picking Shane Van Gisbergen to get back-to-back victories and go get win number 2 of his NASCAR Cup Series career this weekend at the Indy Road Course. Now, I do think it's going to be a little more of a challenge for him to win this weekend, as all the drivers in the Cup Series field, outside a few drivers, have experience at this racetrack. But if there's anybody that can get behind the wheel and adapt really, really quickly, it is SVG. There's a lot of talk about his future, and I think if he wins this weekend at the Indy Road Course, which I certainly think he's going to win, I think he's going to propel him to a full-time NASCAR Cup Series ride. I think Shane Van Gisbergen gets it done. I think he picks up career win number 2, and we'll get another victory on the road courses. I'm picking Shane Van Gisbergen to win this weekend at the Indianapolis Road Course. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course. Who should you watch out for? The first driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the 45 car for 2311 Racing, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is the defending winner at the Indy Road Course last year and also does have a road course win from earlier this year coming at Circuit of the Americas. I think he is going to be Shane Van Gisbergen's biggest threat to win this weekend because Tyler Reddick, like I said, has him very strong and very, very good on road courses. I expect him to be a threat. I expect him to be a contender and have a shot to win this weekend at Indianapolis. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the A car for Rich Schultz Racing, Kyle Busch. This car is the defending winner of the race last year, and Kyle Busch has him really strong on the road course this year. He's the only driver, I believe, this year on the road course that has not failed to finish outside the top 5. Kyle Busch has 2 second-place finishes, those coming at Coda and Sonoma, and got a top 5 at Chicago. I think Kyle Busch will really have a good car. I think he's going to be fast, and I think he'll have a chance to win this weekend. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the 33 car for Rich Schultz Racing, Brody Kaseki. Brody Kaseki is from the supercar range, and like I said, the next-gen car has been very good and is very similar to supercars. I think Brody Kaseki is going to be a threat to win. I would not be surprised if he's battling Shane Van Gisbergen for the win, which would be really, really cool, doing fun duel to see. I think he's got a chance to potentially get his first career victory this weekend at Indianapolis. The fourth driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. is the favorite to win this weekend and also the favorite to basically win the championship currently at the moment. He's got a lot of momentum, already won 3 races this year in 2023, and I expect that Joe Gibbs Racing in general is going to be fast across the board. I think Martin Truex Jr. has got a chance to win and might get win number 4 in his second road course victory of this season. The fifth driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver of the 5 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson right now is in a really good position as a driver. He has won some road course races in the past. He probably should have won this race in 2021, and of course did have issues in 2022. But he's been pretty good on road courses this year in 2023. So I do expect that Kyle Larson will be a threat and a contender to potentially get another road course victory and win number 3 of 2023. The 6th driver to watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver 17 car for RFK Racing, Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher has gone back-to-back. He won at Richmond and won in Michigan. Also, he's historically pretty good at road courses since the next gen has come around. He's had some top 5s, some top 10s, and has had a lot of speed. And I think he's even led laps at road courses as well. So I think Chris Buescher will have a chance and a potentially really good opportunity to get his 3rd straight victory and his 5th career victory this weekend at Indianapolis. And the 7th final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course is the driver in the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. You can never count on Chase Elliott, especially on a road course. He has won 4 or 5, like 5 or 6 or something like that road courses in his NASCAR Cup Series career. But he has not won a road course race in the next-gen era. That being said, I think he's got a chance to get it done. I do expect that Hendrick Motorsports is going to be quick and pretty fast this weekend, and I do believe that Chase Elliott will be a threat to get it done this weekend at the Indianapolis Road Course. So, those are my race picks for the Indy Road Course. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace, Eric Almirola. My underdog picks are Ty Gibbs, Michael McDowell, Kamui Kobayashi. My winner's pick is Shane Van Gisbergen. And the ones to watch out for are Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, Brody Kaseki, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, and Chase Elliott. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the Race 6 video for the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard at the Indianapolis Road Course. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, notifications on so if I win a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's schedule over that and comment your picks below for this weekend at the Indy Road Course. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know drivers you're watching out for this weekend at the Indy Road Course. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Later this evening on the channel, we're at the SRX race view from Eldora Speedway. Then tomorrow, we're going to have a doubleheader on the channel as well. We're going to have the NASCAR news video on the channel. We've got some news that's come out over the last couple days. And we're also going to have the Truck Series race review from IRP. Then on Saturday, we have the NASCAR Xfinity Series race view from the Indy Road Course. And on Sunday, we'll have the NASCAR Cup Series race view from the Indy Road Course. And then we will be getting real closer to the playoffs as well. And we got some special content dropping on the channel in the not-so-distant future. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.